Hi everybody and welcome back to the Chesterfield of Dreams and the 94th episode of the series, and today I'm just going to ease you back in, see if you are still interested in seeing how the Spyrites get on, as I've been really trying to get my FM16 momentum going, but now I'm a little bit bored of the save, just want to take a little rest from it and come back to FM15. I'm still going to try and play it from time to time. And the last 3 games of the season are coming up for us, and you won't believe how close it is to compete for the top 4. You can see the 3 top teams are gone. They're in the Champions League guaranteed, but Manchester City, Chesterfield and Newcastle all tied on points, 4th, 5th and 6th there, and then Liverpool just a point behind. Swansea still have a mathematical chance if everything goes their way. And then you've got the likes of Sunderland, Watford, they're out of the contention, but I'd really love to get that 4th place off Man City. It's been quite extraordinary. We've scored a lot of goals, we've conceded a lot as well, and there's a lot to get through since our last meeting, which was of course the drubbing we've suffered against Chelsea. But the good news is that we actually got off to a reasonably good start in our recovery, beating Everton 2-0, and then a really good result, our first ever win at St James's Park, thanks to Stephen Kinsella and Godwin Azuka. But then things started to fall apart. From here's Arsenal stopped our winning, or they stopped their little run, and they gave us a beating by 3-1, and then a dour 0-0 draw, one that I'll regret if we don't get the top 4 in the end. It was even enough, but we should have scored, and it was telling that our centre-back was man of the match. And then most recently we got the must-win result out of Sheffield United. It was indeed Frank Reeves yet again popping up with the crucial result, but sadly Ronnie Pinho is out for the rest of the season, 2 to 3 months. Our star midfielder is gone, and just when things are going so well for him. But we have 2 more home games and one last away trip to decide our fate. We begin with Middlesbrough, then we are away to relegation competing Brighton. You can see they're pretty much gone, so we should get 3 points there no matter what. And then we're at home to Watford in the season finale. And then if we look at Manchester City, the most likely team to defeat us in the top 4 battle, Newcastle have played a game extra of course, so they have Swansea, Leicester and Arsenal, 3 potentially tricky ties, but their form is quite good at the minute. Liverpool up here, they've Sheffield United, Middlesbrough and Brighton as well, so that's quite a coincidence, and I hope we don't have too many clashes of form with them. And then Newcastle's 2 games left. They've already played an early kick-off, which they were beaten in. They play Huddersfield and QPR, both very winnable games. So that is about all I need to tell you about that. In our report, you can see we have a few injuries now. Tom Bertram, Mark Davies still out injured, but apart from that everybody else seems reasonably happy, although Anthony Syra wants to quit the club. He doesn't get enough first team football, and Godwin Azuka wants first team football as well, so it's really annoying that the players continue to moan, but we'll have to deal with that in a later date. The financial situation is pretty healthy, but we hope that we can get good prize money and Champions League football next season to boost that. You can tell already how much different FM16 is to FM15. They have the really nice player stats in the new game, but in here it's just the basic text and that sort of thing. So there's not really much else to say. I'll probably live cam the Watford game if there's something on the line, but we're just going to try and break down our little rivals Middlesbrough. They've beaten us in 1 or 2 key games in the past, and we'll look at the past meetings for example, and yeah, my tongue is a bit sore, I don't know what's wrong with me. So we have had a few battles from the Championship days, but most recently the Premier League, I've had their number, but they did beat us at home. Well, they did a double over us last season, and this was the time we lost our unbeaten home record. I was really gutted about that. And then in the other games we had a lot of draws with them, but previously we were unbeaten against them for quite some time. If we want to look at where our goals have come from, so yeah, this is where we've
scored in the timeline. The majority of goals have been scored in the 46th, 60th minute, as well as the 61st, 75th. So that's something the players get a good boost. Oh, jeepers, excuse me. They seem to get a good boost after team talk. We've scored most of our goals through place shots, 13 powerful shots, 1 curled, 1 lob, 12 headers, 3 free kicks and 9 penalties, and the assists have mostly come from passes along the ground and 19 crosses. And then the assists have come mostly from the left wing, which is great, and then on the left wing we've also conceded a lot as well. Well, that's pretty much all I need to say. I really hope you can give me your opinions on the series, whether or not I should continue. But the penalty challenge will be back hopefully tomorrow. I have a big game, I promised you, against second in the league in there. But for Chesterfield, I still think there's plenty to be done. And I hope you can enjoy the journey as we try to get to 100 episodes. Until next time, I'll see you again soon. Bye.